tremble!
Hey everyone, today I'll be reviewing two Apocalypse figures for you. The 5-inch second edition from 1993, and also the 1994 10-inch deluxe edition from Toy Biz. I got the 10-inch one off eBay recently for $6 plus shipping. I got the 5-inch one a long time ago for like $4 plus shipping. Yeah, pretty cheap. There are some variants of the 5-inch Apocalypse. There's a Street Fighter version and the Classics, which is basically a repaint. There's one that's black and blue, and I've seen one that's green. Yeah, so it's basically just a repaint, except for it comes with one different weapon. Alright, so to start things off, to be exact, he's almost 5.5 inches tall. Appearance is very close to the animated series, except in the animated series you see him with a little more of a purplish body. Here's a picture of this one guy's custom, which I thought was really kick-ass. You'll find a link on the right side there too, if you want to check out his page. Yeah, so what he's missing in the animated series, as you can see, is his little visor thing was raised up a little bit, and he needed the little ventilation lines there too, and the paint within his gloves. Yeah, so he's missing a couple things here and there, just to point out a few. But he's still pretty cool. I like this one a lot better than some of the other Apocalypse out there. I'll mention that later. But articulation wise, you got your arm movement. Very basic for any Toy Biz line. But this one is weird, like when you turn his hand back, it kind of like almost snaps back into position. So, it's different and weird. Of course, leg movement, up and down, and the knee, the head. And then also, this one twists and then snaps. So that's the basics. And then he's got the tubes that you remove, and I remember a lot of my friends always lost these things. I never did though. And then you also got these two little weapons. Okay, you got one that's like a little claw thingy, and then one that's like some little dagger something, whatever. And then to put those on, you just simply remove the arm. Just kind of pops right off, snaps right off. Put it on there. Yeah. There you go. And then also you can still put the tubes back on them too. Yeah, there you go. I don't really like the position that these changeable parts are on. I mean, it just looks like he's just going too inward on his body, like he's cold or something. I don't know. Just doesn't look right. But it's still a neat feature, though. Yeah, nice to have. Yeah, cool figure. Definitely recommend him. Let's move on to the 10-inch version now. Okay, so this 10-inch version is the reason why I'm doing this review. Once I saw him, I was like, oh, I gotta do a review of this. I have the 10-inch Wolverine, but I never had him in the box, so this is my first box, 10-inch X-Men box thing. Yeah, I like the packaging too. Inside, you can see little comic art stuff going on in there. Got this huge-ass weapon going in there. Couple other available 10-inch ones. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's open it up. Check it out, guys. Upon opening this thing, I made a discovery. I found a superheroes collector's guide. Yeah, I was amazed to find this. I thought it was so cool. So it basically shows all the different available lines, and then some of the 10-inch ones. I was looking at earlier, there's Gambit. I saw him in eBay. He's got a real coat, or like some kind of cloth, and Rogue has an actual coat rather than plastic, you know. There's a couple of the rarer ones. There's a metallic Cyclops, a metallic looking Sabretooth, and a Wolverine, and Omega Red. I gotta get that Omega Red. I'm currently bidding on a Rogue. And then some of the Pocket Comics. Now the back is even more interesting. Well, first it's got some of the Steel Mutants. I used to have the Apocalypse and Archangel one. Little dress-up sets. And then look at this. This is what amazed me the most. Look at this Sentinel. That is not the, or was not the final product. Thankfully, that thing looks retarded. Oh my god. So I thought it was interesting to find this in here. I've never seen this before. Very cool. Good find. Alright, so here he is, the 10-inch Apocalypse. I must admit, I haven't been this excited on a figure in a very long time, probably since Marvel Legends Juggernaut. I am thrilled about this figure. It is so freaking badass, man. I love it. I gave him a super shine using those Armor All Protectant wipes. Very good trick for any figure. A good shine. Okay, so height. Just to make sure he is actually 10 inches. He's actually almost 10 and a half. Good enough. Now a little height comparison. Yeah. Big difference. Okay, now the differences. I mean, yeah, it is basically the same figure that you're getting. There is a slight color difference. I'll take some pictures of this for you. It seems the 10-inch Apocalypse, the blue is a little brighter, and 5-inch is like a sky blue, and also the main blue is a little darker than the 5-inch. Okay, and then since this is a bigger figure, you know, like the face looks a little better compared to the 5-inch. I'll take some close-up shots of that too. And also the hoses things get to be a little bigger too. There's actually rivets this time compared to the 5-inch ones. It's so small, you know, they didn't have room to do that. So that was cool. And then, but the one downside of the bigger figure, they didn't have, or they couldn't include both weapons, so you only get one big claw weapon. And the cool thing about this one compared to the 5-inch one, this one actually stays when you open it. So you can actually like clip it, which would be great for a stop motion. The 5-inch one is like kind of springy. Yeah. So the same way to put it on. You just also another little note is the arms, of course, they go up and down. And they do have that little pause snap in position, but they kind of go out just like. Takes a little bit. Very badass. And actually, since this is bigger, when you put it downwards, it doesn't look all retarded going inwards like what I pointed out in the 5-inch one. This one just goes straight down. So I frickin' love this thing. Yeah. Let's see. I think that's about all I wanted to go over with. Oh, and also the big one does not turn in the waist like the 5-inch one does. Does not do that. Yeah. But very awesome figure. You gotta get this. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. I'm not a Marvel Legends hater, I just think the build of figure's legs are too skinny. From the waist up, I have no